Hey everybody, hope you're doing great. Happy Tuesday. Jeannie Andreessen here, business coach to interior designers and founder of Business School for Designers, the, I believe, best coaching program for an interior designer who is ready to increase their earnings and reclaim their time and become happier in their interior design business. Today we're talking about 3 reasons why you are not making more money in your interior design business despite how many hours you are logging. You and I both know it is not about the time that you are putting in because you are putting in the time. You are putting in the hours. You are likely working around the clock and you are not seeing it in your pay. You are not seeing it in your revenue, and you're certainly not seeing it in your profit. So today we're going to be talking about that. The reason why I wanted to talk about this today, I forgot to put on my do not disturb, and I have like all these silly notifications coming up. Okay, I'm back. I have all these silly notifications coming up, so I wanted to make sure I sent those away. So the reason why we're talking about this today is because this is a major, major pain point of the designers, the clients that I work with. They are staying up late at night, working till wee hours. They are exhausted all the time. They feel that they're really, really sacrificing themselves and they're not seeing the results from it. They're not seeing the pay from it. And it's really starting to approach the point of burnout. And it's not like, it's such a wonderful problem to have. And I know that that's like, seems so nice of me to say because you're the one going through it. But I promise it's a wonderful problem to have, because your problem is not getting new clients to come your way. You are busier than all heck. Your problem is how to manage this effectively, how to manage this in a way that allows you to have your sanity, to be able to make the money that you desire, that allows you to really be fulfilled in your life and in your business. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today, is the 3 reasons why you are not seeing the revenue and your profit match the hours that you are putting in. So we're gonna be talking about this today. I wanna really kick this off like right away. So the first thing, and I hope that you have a pen and paper ready, because as I'm walking you through this, as I share these, I want you to have a pen and paper ready, and I want you to be taking notes. Truly, the best way that we can make a change, the only way we can make a change, is by learning and by acknowledging where we are today. If you ignore where you are today, you are never going to be able to admit to yourself that a change needs to be made and maybe how you're operating your business. So what I want for you is to grab a pen and paper, to take some notes, and really, really be honest with yourself about what you could be doing differently to help you increase your earnings without adding more stress or more time, kind of the same thing if you ask me, to your life and to your business. So the first reason why you are not making more money despite how many hours that you are logging, first reason is that you are not effective enough with your time. Honestly, this is very much the root cause. So I'm going to be sharing with you 2 more reasons, but this is really, the largest one, is that you are not effective with the time that you have. And I know that you might be saying back to me, Jeannie, how could that be possible when all I am doing is working? And I totally understand that and get that. And that's what I want to talk through with you today. Because what's happening is you are working, you are putting in hours, but those hours are not being spent on the right things. Yes, you may be putting hours in based on, what your clients are asking for, or you're constantly feeling that you're sourcing, or your clients are asking for, even more revisions, so you feel like you're always having to tweak things and change things and all of that. First thing that I want to offer to you when I talk about effective time management skills is paying attention to how you are actually using your time. Do you know how many hours that you have available today to get work done? And what are you planning to get done during those hours? So often we are approaching our days and our weeks completely aimless, and we are winging every single minute of every single day, which leads us to getting distracted by a text message the moment that our clients text us, and we're dropping everything and we're getting back to that text, and then we see another email come through from another client. We drop what we're doing and we're getting back to that email. When we are constantly being interrupted and allowing ourselves to be interrupted, it is really hurting your time and hurting your focus entirely. You cannot allow for these distractions to be taking place and expect that you are going to be focused on a task at hand and being able to carry it to completion. So truly paying attention to how you are spending your time, paying attention to the hours that you have, the hours that you are giving, what you plan to accomplish during those hours is really going to make a big shift in how you spend your time and what you are going to get done. I mean, how many times do you feel like you have worked an entire week and you look back and you say, what did I accomplish in that week? Or you work, the entire day and you didn't get done the 3 things that you said that were most important to get done. This is exactly why. It's because we have a certain amount of time available, but we are not utilizing it in a way that allows you to be productive, efficient, and effective. We are really allowing for all of these distractions and not able to be deep focused into just one thing. So when you are not paying attention to your time, to the hours that you have available in a given day or in a given week, when you are not paying attention to those and actually asking yourself, what did I get done during that time? Or asking yourself, what do I plan to get done during this time? When you are not actually taking the time to decide what you are going to get done, you are allowing for nothing to get done. Yes, you are going to get back to that client text. Yes, you are going to get back to that client email. Yes, you are going to spend, 2 hours sourcing. But are you actually going to have a result from that time worked when you are giving a little bit here and a little bit there? You're not. This happens time and time again. Your time is going to everything, which means it's not really going to anything. It's not making a deep difference in one thing that you're doing, in one client that you're focused on, or in one creative project that you want to spend time on. When you are spending time doing everything, it really allows for so many inefficiencies to take place. And you and I both know that when you are operating inefficiently, it really makes it challenging to bill effectively, because the moment that you start adding up these hours and comparing it to the work that you actually got done, it doesn't compute. The thought of billing your clients those hours, you're like, they're going to refute this because I didn't actually complete something in the time that it was meant to be completed, and the time that it should have taken me to complete something. So what are you doing? You are shaving off of hours that you've worked, and you are billing for, I want to say, less than you deserve, but also you know that it is what you deserve. But what you want is to be more focused and more clear on certain things that you are, and certain things you're doing, so you're able to bill effectively. I hope that this is making sense to you. So when you are not effective with your time, you are totally filling up your time, but you are filling it up with the wrong things. You're filling it up very, very inefficiently. Another thing you're doing when you are not effective with your time is that you're saying yes to everybody. You're telling everybody that you will either help them or take them on as a client. Does this sound familiar to you? Why? Because you're not actually paying attention to how much time that your current clients are going to take from you and what you have to give to all of them and what it would look like to give your all to them. And you're more focused on getting the next thing, getting the next thing, getting the next thing. And so what does that have you do? Has you being spread really, really thin, and you look at your projects and you're only excited about a couple of them. And the other ones just feel like a total nuisance to you. And so when you're filling your time with uninspiring, low budget clients that take more out of you, they deviate from the processes that you do have. I don't want you saying you have no processes, because I don't believe that that's true. Even if a process you have is inefficient, it's still a process. So I want to give you some credit there. So low budget clients who want more of you for less, the ones that take advantage of your time, uninspiring projects, all of that is operating very, very inefficiently. But that's what's happening with a large majority of you. And it's okay. Like, I want to offer, as I walk you through these things, that you shouldn't know better. You might be sitting here thinking like, I know, I should know better, I should be doing better, I should be. Not necessarily. Have you ever had a really good example of a business owner who operates efficiently, effectively, and profitably? Chances are you didn't, or you don't. If you did, you would know what habits allow you to operate more efficiently, effectively, and profitably. So how could you know these things? Why should you know better? Even if in the back of your mind, you're like, yes, I know I'm operating inefficiently, and because of that, I should know better. I still want to offer, not necessarily. You could know that you have, a problem, or you have opportunities, but not know what to do about them or how to solve them. So before you beat yourself up, or before you feel that I'm shaming you, I want you to quit doing that, because it's just not true. I just want to raise your awareness to what is currently happening, so that you are recognizing areas of opportunity in your business to be able to work more efficiently and make more money. When you are making more money and working more efficiently, you are going to be much happier. And I think you know that. I think you can even, feel that. That's ideal, because a lot of the stress, a lot of the frustration is coming from operating inefficiently, taking on a lot of clients who are uninspiring, and not making the money that you deserve to on these projects and on your clients. So really, the solution to number one of not being effective with your time is time management skills. And I'm just going to give you 3 right now, just to start thinking about, to be like, okay, this is making sense. So time management skills, having really good time management skills, are the solution to being inefficient with your time. And I'm sure you've heard before, time is money, time is money. Time is money. Time is money. Time is how you make money. If your time is being consumed by the wrong things, by things that aren't bringing you money, you are not going to be able to go out and make more money. So we want to make sure that you are spending time on the right things, the things that are going to bring you money, the things that are going to increase your revenue, or the things that will give you time back. Here's a great example of something that gives you time back. Implementing processes gives you time back. Implementing processes. Why? Because processes ideally make you more efficient, and they make you more efficient because you don't have to think as hard. You just kind of follow step by step by step in order to get to a certain result. And because there are less problems that come up when you follow a process. When you follow a process, less things fall through the cracks because you are following something step by step to completion. Does that make sense? I hope so. So processes improve your time management skills. Boundaries improve your time management. Why? Because they protect your time. Boundaries protect your time. Boundaries, I am obsessed with boundaries. They protect your time. They protect your sanity. They give you time back. They allow you to be focused. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. They allow you to even enjoy your time outside of work so much more because you have clean, clear hours of operation. That is a boundary. Hours of operation is a boundary. And so I want to offer to you these time management pieces that allow you to operate more efficiently and be able to make more money. Processes, boundaries, and time blocking. Time blocking is essentially it's a form of a boundary. You set out certain hours to be able to accomplish a certain task so that you are able to have a certain result once those hours are completed. They keep your focus, and because you have really good boundaries, you're not being distracted, or you don't feel the guilt and frustration, or you don't feel worry when a client text comes in, because ideally your phone's away. Ideally, you don't even have your email up because you are so focused on one task. These are the things that allow you to be more effective with your time, that allow you to get more done, get more of the right things done, make more money. These are the things that allow you to do that. Having really good time management skills is by far number one, the way to be able to make more money in your design business is operating more efficiently. All right, the number two reason why you're not making more money despite how many hours that you are logging is that you are not commanding a higher price point. In other words, this is a little bit of money mindset. It is. It's a little bit of money mindset, but it's about commanding a higher price point. This is not, I'm so sick of hearing about adding a zero. You cannot just add a zero and go out there and expect people to pay you more for your services. It is not about adding a zero. Commanding a higher price point is about being somebody who attracts more money and makes more money because they are the full package of embodying what it is to make more money and be paid higher. People get paid more who command a higher price point. If you do not command a higher price point, it means that you are likely just trying to add a zero, but you are not the person through and through who actually attracts that zero and creates value for that additional zero. How do you become somebody who can command a higher price point? Is by being someone who knows that they deserve it and operating as such, having everything around you operate as such. So this is not just sending a proposal and throwing an additional zero on there. This is about being somebody who has self-respect, somebody who knows their value, who knows their worth. This is about being someone who has boundaries, who has really clean time boundaries, really clean processes in their business. They're somebody who does protect their time because their time is valuable. Those are the kind of designers who command a higher price point. What's happening a lot of times when you're wanting to make more money is you are throwing that additional zero on there, or you are adding an additional, $1,000 or $2,000, but your brain is not in that same hemisphere. You're wanting to make more money, But every time that you go to ask for more money, you're terrified because you don't actually believe that you are worth that dollar amount. That is not someone who commands a higher price point. Somebody who commands a higher price point is somebody who operates as such, and every part of their business reflects how much money that they are asking for. It's about providing your clients the best service that they possibly can. And you and I both know that the person who commands a higher price point is not the same person. It's not the same designer who is saying yes to every single inquiry in their inbox. They are somebody who understands that having client minimums makes a difference to their business, to their bottom line, and there are certain expectations that somebody should meet in order to work with them. You're not just going to take on anybody. It's somebody who will not allow their time to be, I want to say like disregarded or just not respected. The designer who commands a higher price point has processes that reflect what they're asking for. They have value. They present the value that they're asking for. They believe that they are worth it. They understand fully why they're different and why they are the best designer for their clients to be working with and to hire. They know exactly who they are. They know exactly what they're offering, and they create a business that serves their clients through and through. When you are more focused on being wrapped up in the emotions of, oh, what if I decline this piece of business? Are they going to be upset with me? Do they think that think I'm better than what I am? Like, when you're wrapped up in those emotions, you are not being the person who commands a higher price point and make sure that they are giving the clients that they do have every bit of value that they possibly can. How do you provide more value to your clients? By having really good processes, by being very confident in your communication, by knowing exactly what's in their best interest, and developing the skills to present things as such. That is somebody who commands a higher price point. So the reason why you're not making more money in your business, despite how many hours you're logging, is because you don't actually believe that you are worth that dollar amount. You don't actually believe that you are worth commanding that higher price point. And because of that, the way that you know that you're doing this is by watching yourself say yes to all of the opportunities that are not actually that exciting to you. By thinking about the projects that you have and asking yourself, am I being the best I possibly can be for these projects? Am I being the best I possibly can be for these clients? What would it look like for me to be stronger and better? And when you are asking yourself those questions, listening to the answers and doing something about it, that is when you start stepping toward being stronger in your business, having stronger confidence, being able to present the value that you really bring to the table. If you look at your projects and you're not excited about any of them, if you get a text from one of your clients and you're already dreading opening it, if you're afraid to open up your email inbox, you are not someone who's commanding a higher price point. I tell every single one of my clients, I'm always talking about how I would much rather charge more and give my clients more, a better service, more of my time and more of my attention, than charge less and give them less of me and feel like I need to take on more. So that is something I want you to be asking yourself and paying attention to. How do you solution that? By working on yourself, by knowing your value, knowing your worth, knowing what makes you different. Starting to establish boundaries, starting to establish client minimums, starting to implement processes. All of that allows you to stand taller in your space, stand taller in your confidence, and be able to ask for dollars that you really desire and deserve. All right, last one. The third reason why you aren't making more money in your business, despite how many hours you are logging, is that you are actually ignoring the numbers in your business as what they are right now. You're not actually even paying attention when I'm saying make more in your business. Why aren't you making more? Do you know how much money you're making? Do you know how much money you're making on an annual basis, on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis? Do you know how much money you're making between your furnishings and based on and between your design fees? Do you know which projects of yours are more profitable than others? When you are ignoring your business finances for what they are today, you are only putting yourself in this position of being totally blind to where you're at and just like shooting everywhere to try to make more money. It's the same thing as the person who's trying to lose weight but refuses to look at the scale. Like, you have to know where you are today, and you've got to set some goals, and then you've got to create a plan for you to get to that goal. If you are not stepping on the scale to find out how much you weigh today, and then you are not stepping on the scale tomorrow to find out how much you weigh tomorrow, how in the world do you expect to lose weight? You are not going to be able to determine what's working and what's not working if you are not even paying attention to how much money you're bringing in today and tomorrow and the next day and the next month and the next month. This is happening all the time. I see this all the time with my clients, is that they are just not paying attention to how much money they're actually making or how profitable that they really, really are. And that is not the answer to making more money. You've got to know where you are today. You've got to be tracking this. What gets measured gets moved. What does that mean, measured? It's things that are measurable, things that are numerical, data. Paying attention to your finances and your financial health in your business is what will allow you to start moving the needle to get higher paying projects, to get larger budgets, to start making more money on just a monthly and quarterly basis. You've got to start paying attention to these things. The more that you ignore it, the more problems, the more you're opening yourself up to create more problems in your business. I have seen businesses that are $1 million businesses. The company is bringing in $1 million in revenue, but like a lot of that are expenses, not profit. And you want to be paying attention to those things, that you just don't just keep adding on more and more and more expenses thinking that more profit is coming in when it's not. You want to start noticing right now how much money you're actually bringing in, because when you start paying attention to that, you're able to start doing something about it. So my question to you as I walk you through these three: so you're not effective with your time, you're not commanding a higher price point, you're not ignoring you're ignoring the finances for what they are today. Which one of these do you need to work on first? Which one of these do you feel like is the biggest area of opportunity for you in your business that will allow you to start working smarter, not harder, and making more money in your business without logging more hours in your business? You know, one thing that I've talked about a lot today is boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. They're amazing. They are amazing. They give you time back. Boundaries are essential. They give you time back. They allow you to create processes. They allow you to have sanity. They allow you to have a separation between work and your personal life so that those things are not interfering. If this is something you need help with, I want you to head to the link in my bio, or if you're watching the replay, feel free to comment guide, and I want you to download my Bulletproof Boundaries Guide. I list exactly where your boundaries, like there's like 10 or 15, I don't even know how many boundaries there are that I list in there that are kind of the beginner boundaries that you should be setting in your design business. And I talk about where in your process to communicate these things. I give you a couple scripts to communicating boundaries, but I really highly encourage you to start there, because once you start, when you have really good boundaries, it means that you are able to start, exercising those and creating more time for yourself and more focus for yourself. So feel free to snag that at the link in my bio. But in the meantime, I want you to comment. I want you to tell me which one of these do you feel that you need to go to work on first? Is it time management? Is it your confidence with commanding a higher price point and being somebody who attracts a higher price point? Or is it somebody who is, or do you have to pay more attention to your finances? And that's something that you've been ignoring. I want you to let me know. I want to just hit one more point home before we hang up today, and that is, it's okay. How would you know these things? Literally, how would you know these things? I came from a corporate role where it was all about helping small business owners succeed in their business and develop daily habits of success and monthly habits of success, weekly habits of success. But like teaching them what numbers they need to look at, what numbers that they don't look at. Basically how to be able to manage their time effectively, how to walk into a room with confidence, how to command a higher price point. That is the kind of stuff that was taught in the company that I worked for. I had so much responsibility there where I ran a recruiting business. I had a team of 6 people at one point, and I had to make sure that I was taking all that I was learning and pouring it right into that recruiting business so that I was operating more efficiently, that I was saying no to the things that weren't worth my team or my time or my team's time. I had to make sure that I showed up in a certain way that attracted a certain caliber of recruit, that attracted more opportunities in that role. It's all intertwined. But I had so many mistakes there. I mean, when I started there at 22, I left there at the age of 30, I think. I left there at the age of 30. So from 22 to 30, I was immersed in an environment that was all about success for small business owners. That's how I know this stuff. So do not be hard on yourself for not knowing this stuff. You know what's amazing to me, what I love so much about helping designers, truly, is that you are so good at what you, I mean, I could go on and on. I literally was just like telling my client yesterday, I'm just obsessed with all that you know and how good you are at what you do. But the fact that you are so good at what you do, it's so visual. People see how good you are at what you do, that they want your time. They want to work with you. Your problem is not attracting business. You've got so much business that's coming your way that you're like, how do I manage this and who do I say no to? So you just keep saying yes and yes and yes. And you keep tacking more on, but then of course, like I said, you're not making the money that reflects all the hours that you're working. What I love is that these are such good problems to have. With just a few tweaks to running your business could be making more money than ever. You could be in charge of your time and be working hours that actually serve you and reflect, your money actually reflects the hours that you're working, and you'll enjoy your business so much more. It's just a few tweaks that need to be done. Recommend starting by heading to the link in my bio and downloading my Bulletproof Boundaries guide. While you're there, feel free to steal my Confident Charging guide as well. Those are two of my best resources. Yeah, so good. Okay, I want to know what you're taking away from today. I would love for you to send me a DM or drop in the comments, what is the number one thing that you are taking away from today? Friends, you are so close to running the design business that you desire, and I am so excited to help you get there. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Take care. Bye.